I mean, at the end of the day, I'm gonna be honest with y'all. I'd rather be stuck up than be stuck on stupid. What a beautiful people, Frahelisp here. So raising your standards is never easy. And as much as I truly recommend this for a lot of people, I know that it is not for everybody. Raising your standards is what's gonna set a very important boundary, and it's gonna set the foundation of your relationship, maybe marriage, maybe whatever it is that you require from your next relationship. So when you raise your standards, the number one thing that you are going to be dealing with is you're gonna be dealing with a season of loneliness. And that is okay if you feel alone, if you feel like you want company, you want the companionship. Raising your standards come at a very, very high price. You're not just being alone to be alone, and you don't want somebody just to want somebody. You want someone that actually matches your level, someone that you're compatible with, someone that you're going to have a deep connection with. You want something that is going to be sustainable and long-term relationship. So when you're dealing with the season being alone, it's not really a bad thing. Everybody takes it bad for what it is, but it doesn't mean that you can't hang out with your friends. It doesn't mean that you can't hang out with your family. It doesn't mean that you can't nurture yourself and be around people that you feel celebrated instead of tolerated. If you feel like you're too lonely, be around people that uplift you, that encourage you, that pushes you to your best version of yourself. Just because you're single does not mean you have to be miserable, because a lot of people that are in relationships and are in marriages, they're miserable. You don't know what's going on behind closed doors. So don't ever compare yourself to the people around you that are in these type of relationships, because in reality, you don't really know what's going on. Everything that glitters is not gold. So when you're dealing with the season of loneliness, always focus on yourself. Focus on leveling up emotionally, mentally. Start reading books. Start listening to podcasts. Start listening. What I do, I listen to a lot of Steve Harvey. When you're alone, you get to discover who you really are as a person. You get to renew yourself. You're going into a season of healing, of renewing yourself, of bettering yourself. You start to figure out what you truly want, what you really don't want. You know, this is a time of you just focusing on you. Wherever your focus goes, your energy flows. This is the season where you could connect with God, connect with your spirituality, and you get to rediscover who you are. You're developing yourself into a better person every step of the way. Now, let me just tell y'all, for a season of loneliness, for some of y'all gonna have some friends and some family that is gonna give you bad advice. When you're going through, when you want to raise your standards and you want something better in your next relationship, you're going to have people around you that they're going to criticize you. They're going to tell you, oh, you should just settle down with this person so you don't be alone, or you should just get back with that person because I'm tired of seeing you by yourself. And let me tell y'all something. These are the same people that will give you bad advice, but these are the same individuals that are in bad relationships, in toxic marriages. These are the same type of people that are getting cheated on, getting lied on. These are the people that are being manipulated, the people that are constantly hurt. So when you're going through a season, when you're just by yourself, you don't want to entertain anybody because you already raised your standards. You don't want to settle for less. You don't want to settle for the bare minimum. You don't want to do a disservice to yourself. Be prepared for some friends and some family to give you bad advice where they're going to want to force you, where they might probably even push you to date other people that you're not interested in, that you know in your heart it's not going to go anywhere, that you know you don't want to be with that person, or you don't even want to entertain, or you don't want to have a temporary fling. So basically, just be prepared for the people in your circle that are in bad relationships or in negative situationships where they're gonna tell you and encourage you, oh, just settle with this person, settle with that person. You don't need to settle with nobody. You know you want better, you know you deserve better. So like I said, being lonely comes at a price. Raising your standards is a process. It's not an easy process, but it's a necessary thing to do. And then another thing about being lonely is that you're gonna scare a lot of people away. You're gonna be entertaining people that they can't match your energy. They can't come with what you require. They can't measure up to what you want from them. So you are gonna be running off people that are not meant to be in your life. And that's actually a good thing, because God is pushing away people that are not meant for you. God does not want you to settle with just anybody. He wants you better. So God is going to keep elevating you and keep separating you from people that does not serve you or align with your future. Another thing that's going to happen when you raise your standards is your phone is going to be dry. Yes, I'm being serious. You're not going to have people blowing up your phone all the time. Like I said, this is a time where you're really focusing on you. You're discovering who you are. You're elevating. You're doing what you got to do for yourself. And you're not going to want to entertain people for the wrong reasons. Like, there's going to be so many people hitting you up that's going to give you pointless, dry conversations. And you're not going to want to respond to that. Like me, I get conversations sometimes, people just hitting me up every single day, which is so annoying, just to be like, hey, hope you're good. Hey, hope you're good. And it's just like, okay, I get the intention behind that, but you don't got to hit me up every single day telling me, asking me, like, that's really annoying. So your phone is gonna be dry because you're not gonna wanna entertain pointless, dry conversations. Your energy and your focus is all about you, is all about your life, is all about building up, whether it's financially, whether it's physically, wherever you are in your self-love journey. You're not even gonna be wasting your time on temporary people or temporary situations. You're just gonna keep focusing on you, and that's a good thing. Your phone is gonna be dry, and if it's not dry, you're gonna have people hitting you up that maybe it's gonna waste your time. But that is okay. Like I said, don't just be alone in your journey of trying to raise your standards, leveling up. Be around people that truly love you, that truly wants the best for you, that gives you good advice, and that pushes you to your highest potential. And another consequence that you're gonna be facing about raising your standards is that things is gonna take longer than expected. And I know you're not gonna wanna hear this, but that relationship that you truly desire, that you want, or that marriage that you want one day is going to take a lot longer. It's going to take a lot more time because good things take time. If everything that comes too easy for you, anybody in your life trying to come to you and they try to pursue you so fast, the same way you have them is the same way you lose them, or the same way you get them is the same way you lose them. Like if it's too easy, it's not worth sustaining. So be prepared that everything is going to take longer. This is a patient process. Always keep in the back of your mind that you're not waiting for the right person to come. You're preparing yourself so God can send you what's right for you, who's going to align for you, what's sustainable, what's long term. Because what I see a lot in these relationships when people break up is that they keep jumping into something, keep jumping into someone else, keep jumping into someone else because they're not happy within themselves. People pour from an empty cup. When you are waiting longer than anticipated, than expected, is because there's something way better for you on the other side. You just got to be patient. And while you're patient, while you're preparing for yourself, you have to believe in your heart that something better will come for you. And you just got to keep focusing on you. It's not easy, because if it was easy, everybody would do it. If it was so easy to raise your standards, to level up, to want someone that matches your energy, I promise you, so many people that you see, they wouldn't be entertaining these toxic relationships. The thing about it is that people don't know how to be alone. They just know how to entertain other people, to fill up that void, fill up that hurt. But when you're raising your standards, this is what you have to do. You have to evolve. You have to grow. You have to learn from your past mistakes and your trauma, and you got to deal with it. You got to learn from everything that you went through, learn from the process. And the whole point is to become a better person, to be a better version of yourself. So when things take longer than expected, just know it's because greater things is coming for you. It's like the law of attraction. You have an abundance mindset, you know what you want, and you have to expect that it's gonna come for you. And it is gonna come for you, but you have to be patient. And you're not waiting, you're preparing. And like I said, setting your standards is not for everybody, because if it was, everybody would do it. People would not be entertaining relationships that they know is no longer gonna serve them, that they know that these relationships is causing them more bad than good. So it is never too late to level up and know what you want. If it's not bringing you happiness, if it's not bringing you fulfillment, and you got to raise your standards, it's never too late. Do what you got to do. Do what's best for you. You only have one life. And as we're getting older, don't waste your one life on something so bad, on a relationship that does not bring you any type of happiness. And the reason why we raise our standards is because we want We have higher expectations. We want stability. We want peace. We want long-term happiness. And there's no such thing as 24/7 perfection, happiness, perfect. But we want someone that is right for us. And we have to make sure that we come prepared and they come prepared to match our energy. So this just ain't for the weak. If you are on this process, good. I'm proud of you. Congratulations. Keep hanging on this process. Keep doing what's best for you, because no one's gonna fight harder for you than yourself. And that is my girl talk. So if you like more content like this, please like, comment, subscribe. Also, my podcast is right here, and I'll be back for more videos.